Well, what do you know? We're going to be using that there book, well, some of the paper out of that book for today's project. Hey y'all, APG Jamie here, and today we're going to make an envelope journal, just like the title said, y'all. Okay, just like the title indicated. We've got this book that our secret internet admirer sent to us. And we got these old CD envelopes, depending on how you want to pronounce it. The dogs are going in and out of the studio, so you hear some clickety-clacking. You may hear some lawn mowing because it's lawn mowing season. Okay, it's the time of the voiceover, anyhow. So I've got the circle dies, and we're going to cut the circle out and adhere the fancy paper onto the CD envelopes, which I started to tell you about and sideswiped myself. Goodness gracious. So I've got that box of them. It's not a full box anymore. We've used them before, and we're, so I'm just like, what are we going to do with some more of them? So here we go. I'm trimming that down so that it's roughly the same size as the CD sleeve, because they're sleeves, but we're going to make them envelopes, however you want to pronounce it. And we're using art glitter glue. There's no glitter in it, okay? And kind of getting it on there a little crooked, but it won't matter, okay? Don't be panicking, people. Right now I'm trimming it where the flap folds over, and I'm going to kind of make like a little wedge like thing so that I can ease the fold in there a little bit. And by the time I got around to the last one, I figured out how to actually do it more butter. I don't show you all that. It's just something you got to fiddle with. And fold it over and fold it over and fold it over, and we're going to trim the corners out any day. There we go. And just trimming out the little corners, because we're going to be folding them up too. Now I thunk on this because I wanted to do this project for a while. So y'all know I have a list of projects I want to do, and sometimes it's just whatever I feel like doing that I get to. Anywho, I had thunk on how I could do this, and I kind of figured I'd use 4 of the CD sleeves envelopes, and we're using that fancy paper from, there's a list of ingredients in the description box below the video. Click on the phrase show more to see more information. Okay, it's got a list of ingredients, and I guess Champus is going to keep continuously going in and out, in and out, in and out. He's like a child, y'all. Anyway, we die cut the circle out. It's not the exact same size, but it's close enough. Okay, and we're gluing our paper on, like I said, and most of them was kind of crooked, but it won't matter. And the video's sped up in lots of portions. Actually, the whole thing is probably sped up, and some portions are more sped up for your viewing pleasure and my voiceover ease. And here it comes again. Good gracious, that's just annoying me already. So I also used a paper pad, well, 1 sheet of paper out of the paper pad, alright, and that's in the ingredients. And we end up using diamonds, because y'all know I like the diamonds, and some other die cuts. So I mean, it's kind of a rich-ish ingredient list. These are the papers we're going to be covering up the back side of the CD envelopes. It's not double-sided paper, but it's pretty. Anyways, So we're cutting them down to size, and I think my basic size was, I think the envelopes are right at 5-inch square, not quite. So I'm cutting my papers at 4 3/4. Not that it matters unless you have an envelope, CD envelope sleeve thing, DVD sleeve thing you want to do. In which case, I would strongly advise you do your own measurements. Don't trust me for rulerisms, okay? Okay. So we got them all cut, and some of my corners y'all might have noticed, but I didn't until I got ready to use them, that I didn't round the one corner. Now it's Molly's turn. Anyway, babies. I love that corner. So, I thought, well, let's just go ahead and get fancy and ink around that. So we did. We inked around the envelopes. That's hard. Some people call it distressing, but you're inking, okay? Okay. Any hootles, we do that really fast. Oh, and that's archival coffee color brown ink, y'all. I'm looking for something. Oh, glue. Bless my heart. Oh, it's 2 bless my hearts already, y'all. We're barely even gotten started. Gluing it all up. Now, theoretically, okay, because you can use these to journal on. All right, theoretically, when you're using glue, you want to smoosh it out and spread it out so you don't have bumps and that kind of thing, okay? Theoretically. Now, I noticed that the plastic over the window part on the CD, DVD sleeve things, envelopes, wasn't quite glued down on all of them. So I went and I put some, squirted some glue underneath there, and I had to be careful not to glue that little pocket shut. So everything's nice and dry, okay? And we're going to, we're using Aleene's original tacky glaze, one of my favorites. And we're going to glue 2 envelopes together, okay? Back to back, okay? And we do that 2 times because we have 4 CD envelopes, sleeve things, okay? Okay. Oh, that's a silicone brush-like thing, y'all. I got 2 of them. One's pink and one's turquoise. So we're doing that. I am doing the voiceover out in the studio, and it's a little warm out here. Okay. Just kind of hoping I got that the right way. Pretty sure I did. Well, I know I did now because, project's done. There we go. Now, the envelopes are not precisely the same size, which I thought was kind of weird, but so it goes. Oh, I put that glue on the wrong side, so we're going to wipe that off. Because I want to glue my 2 sets. I have 2 sets of 2, and I want to glue those together. I'm gluing all 4 of my CD, DVD, envelopes together on the little flappy thing, okay? So that I have 2 outside facing windows and 2 inside facing windows. Now, this is where I had to leave it to dry overnight. Because I want to trim that middle thing down. Okay, but you don't want to cut stuff when it's damp or wet from glue. All right, I'm just saying. So I'm going to go ahead and cut some little thumb notches with a little circle punch. And are they perfectly aligned from each other? No, because somebody didn't get out a ruler and draw a line across there. A light, very light line, to center that at, because that's just not everybody's style. Anyway, you do not want to use a heat gun on this. I guess you could use a cool blow dryer. I've got one of those. Anyway, it dried, and then I used my guillotine because now it was really thick. Those 4 things all stuck together, okay? So I used the guillotine and trimmed it down, okay? See, I'm just kind of pointing stuff, whatever I was pointing out. I don't know. That's the front cover. gonna be front cover. Now we're going to put a signature in there, and this is a copy weight paper on these, okay? Oh, and that was paper that we covered the envelopes with. Also, it is not cardstock. It's paper weight, copy paper weight, whatever. So we're putting glue on the one side, okay, and we're going to smoosh that out, and we've got 2 signatures. It's just a sheet of paper cut down to size, folded in half twice, okay? See, that's what it looks like when you open it up. Now we're going to put glue on the other side of our little tab thing, okay, and we're going to smoosh it out, and we're going to stick our, technically it's folio. If you want to be real technical about it, it's folio, not a signature, but you know, whatever. And now we're making a pocket, and because I got glue on the bottom, I just need a little skinny line of glue on each side, not the top, because it's the pocket. And we're going to stick that on a little tab, and we're going to stick those 2 pieces together, back to back, or front back to back, just like that. Now we got to go away, and we got to eat lunch or something, okay, and let that dry. Again, no heat gun, because it will melt that plastic. You might not think it will, but it will, okay? Okay, so there we go. All right, we're nice and dry. We die cut some stuff, and now we're going to glue our die cut face to our die cut face background. Bless my heart. So that's what we're doing. I love this face, y'all. It's a great time. Anyway, thanks, Diane. Mystery. So we're gluing it all on there, because we made tags. I didn't show that part. I used just cardstock and some mono printed paper cardstock stuff to make tags to go inside the little pocket. Oh, and also the little black thumb thing, I just took the same hole punch, the circle punch, excuse me, circle punch. Y'all ain't punched no holes were damaged or injured in the making of the video. And punched out just some circles out of some black cardstock, folded in half, and glued it on there, so there's a little black tab where the thumb notch is on the envelopes. Okay. Okay. So now this is the cover, and this is really what I wanted to use. Well, not just I wanted to use the envelopes, but I really wanted to use these fancy gems that I got from the Dollar Tree, y'all. Oh, they're so pretty. They're like you know, puffy plastic. You know, they're $1, y'all. How many did I get for $1? 6, I think. $1 whole in one package. And then I decided I want to put words on there. So I went through my my word box for hours, y'all, trying to find them. And it's just like, okay, well, I'll just settle for these. Oh, and the circles that I cut out from the fancy paper that we glued onto the outside of the envelope, I'm going to use on the back side of the tag card pull-out thing. We're trimming down our little phrase, and we're going to ink around it, because I was feeling fancy, so we're inking around it. I'm going to show you that part, because you need to see when I'm fancy. See, I'm fancy. Y'all, use some heavy glue. Yes, they're stickers, but you know, I sometimes have trust issues. Okay, just putting that out there. So we're using some glue, and then I'm like, well, it doesn't want to stay stuck, because, you know, it's puffy, and, you know, I thought, well, we'll just have to put something heavy on it. Oh, we're not to that part yet, but we're getting there. We're just going to stick our little words on there. I kind of get fumble fingers lately a lot. Clear away our stuff. Now put some weight on it. Yeah, that's not quite heavy enough. Nope, that's standing up on that jewel, because it's got a big old diamond on there, y'all. So I put acrylic block on one side, acrylic block on the other. Now I got this little is that a 1 pound weight? It might just be a little 1 pound dumbbell weight, okay? And we set that on there and we scrooched it over to the side and we made this here other die cut. Ta-da, girl. And we got some butterflies. They're from the Dollar Tree too. They were from the Dollar Tree. And I'm lining them up with the sleeves on what I would think would be the sleeves on her blouse, because she's a girl, she's wearing a blouse. So I lined that part up. Of course, I cut the butterfly in half so I could more better line it up. And I'm gluing it on there, and it's perfect. I'm just telling you straight up that it's just perfect, because she's kind of flying and she's twisted and she need wings. It's a ta-da, girl. Okay, there she goes. She's going to go on one of the card tags. Now these can be journaling spots. Oh, I was pointing to the little corner there where I had very, very, very lightly in pencil drew an arrow so I would know which side was supposed to be which in to slide in the envelope. I mean, yeah, envelope pocket thing. Okay. Ta-da. So anyway, we're gluing all that down, and I was like, I love this little thing, but I am not feeling inspired to decorate. I don't know why. I just wasn't. Okay. So I was like, okay, get some of the extra glue off, because y'all know I'm not a fan of extra glue. We're tucking that in there. Good, good, good. There we go. We have front and a back. I think I come back and I put a word on the back in a little bit. So here's the circles that we die cut out of our pretty paper, okay, that goes on the front, you know, the window side of the CD envelope, DVD envelope, whatever you want to call it, people. Quit being so picky about it. Got that glued on. Now let's slide it back in. I'm like, I even got out my Tim Holtz paper dolls and played with them for a while, because I'm like, I don't know what I want to do. So I ended up using these die cuts. They're just out plain black cardstock. And I trimmed them up and kind of, you know, making them fit. So we're just going to use those, because I'm like, I want to put some here, but I just couldn't decide. I was being design challenged, or not really design challenged, but design motivationally challenged. Make up an excuse, people. Okay. But I think that's just adorable. I mean, look at that. How adorable those little die cuts. I'm like, yeah. Perfect. I don't know what I'm going to do. I was just not... Yeah, like I said, I even play with my little paper dolls, and y'all know I love those things. And, oh, here we're putting a word on the back, and we're putting diamonds back there, because it's just like, diamonds, y'all. So we put one big one, and we're putting two little ones, and our little word phrase, which I'll tell you what it is when we get to the photo montage. You might be able to read it, okay? So we're putting two little diamond, two matching colored diamonds on there. Those are I don't know where they're from. I'm not even gonna. I don't know where they're from. They're from wherever, wherever store. Cheap. You can bet your bottom dollar on that one. Okay. So there we go. Line it all up with a little pokey tool, taking off the excess glue, because y'all know I got issues with that. Oh, you know what? Let's just go ahead and put one up there in the upper corner too. So yeah, that's what we're doing. At least the babies quit going in and out, clickety clackety clackety, and they turned off the lawnmower. Gluing them on. Favorite glue. Oh, now it's gonna thunder. Uh-oh, Molly hears it. She's not a fan of thunder, y'all. And I thought, well, let's go ahead and do this other side. And I got this mushroom, unbranded mushroom. It's adorable. die cut thing. So we die cutted that, and we used the same pink gold cardstock that we did the base out of. Y'all didn't see that part because I didn't film that part. And we're just going to layer up over the bottom part there, and that's the card that slides in that one. That's the front. And here's the card that slides in this one. And I did not make a card tag to slide in the middle one. It'll come. So here we go, showing it off, the little flip, front and back. It says, release the bullshit. I mean that, people. Y'all. Good gracious, I'm throwing you in and out of tags. And here's the, inside, and here's the page. And these two, you remember, they got glued back to back, so they make a pocket. I didn't put a tag in there yet. And there's that one. And same thing here. I put a different mushroom on there. Same die cuts, but different ones, of course, because, they're all glued on. And then the back. And then the ta-da hands, photo montage. I don't know why I just couldn't get my decorative thing going on. Because I wanted to decorate the tags too, but I don't know, some other time, day, if ever. I may never get back to it. I might. But I thought it was cute. I'm very happy with the way it came in. And I want to say I appreciate each and every one of you, your kind comments, your likes, and your subscriptions. Oh, it's so cute. I'm really pleased with it. Truly I am. Without recourse. Thanks for watching. And happy arting, y'all.